I travel almost full time. I homeschool my son. I work 4 jobs and I enjoy my life as much as possible. And in this video, I'm going to tell you how I make money on the road. Oh, yes, I'm sending you the quotes like right now, okay? Yes, on your email. I'll call you right back, promise. I'm gonna start with my first oldest job because while this is something that I do, it's not something that everyone can do, and this is not a job that I can do on the road anymore. I have been a doula for many, many years. A doula is like a midwife. It's a very holistic way to deliver babies.
Like, is a baby gonna be healthy? That's like my main concern.
Serena is first-time mom, so of course she's a little worried about, having this first baby. But I think she might surprise herself. She'll do great, I think. She'll do great. Mais les nightmares, les cauchemars, c'est normal. C'est parce qu'on développe des sentiments déjà pour le bébé. L'amour déjà que tu portes à ce...
Je sais, mais...
Genre, tu peux juste... Well, I never told you about it because I don't want you to think that I'm bragging, and this is not me bragging. This is for you to understand how I see the system, why I have unplugged from the system, because I'm a high school dropout and English was not even my first language, and I did very well in this country. I've had many jobs over the years. I started with a Visa E2, I had a pet store, and I had a very successful life as a doula. And Serena was not my only VIP client, but most of my VIP clients don't want me to disclose their names. But this is why, as of today, I don't really believe in the school system and everything, because again, as a dropout, I've read a lot of books, I'm bilingual, I've made my own education, I've educated myself, and I'm educating my son. So this is why he's part of my story, and that I'm working with him and he's learning what I'm doing every day. While I don't want to be a doula anymore because I cannot be on the road and miss the birth of a child, I've changed my ways of doulaing, like my 7-year-old son says. Because when one of my mom is close to 37 weeks, I have to stay here, and I don't want this type of life anymore because I'm 90% nomad now, even if I had a home, as I said in the beginning of this video. But I'm keeping my home for my 23-year-old son, disabled. He's doing better, but he has Lyme disease. It's another story. But I'm rarely home. So no more labor and delivery for me, but I found a way. I'm doing some tinctures, placenta encapsulation, placenta tincture. Some people might go, ah! So I'm just gonna stop right here because I don't want you to be like, it's too much. But if you want to Google it, you're welcome to Google it. So every time I deliver a tincture, it's $300, $350. I don't really have to be here. So if I'm traveling out of state and the mom is in labor, I have time to come back home and pick up the placenta on the same day and work on it. Again, I'm a licensee. I've been doing that for 20 years. That's what I'm saying. This job is something that I do, but it's not something that maybe you can start tomorrow because you will 1, 2, 3 you need to learn, and it's something that takes years and years. So let's keep this job, being a doula, and let's talk about the second job and the easiest one to make money quickly. 2 years ago, I got my 215 license. What is a 215 license? I'm selling health insurance and life insurance. The test was very easy and I passed first time, and you can tell by my accent, I'm French. I've been living in America since 2011. I'm also a citizen now, but English is not my native language. Yet I passed the test first time. I actually took two tests because I took the 240, which is health insurance, and the 214, which is life. I should have done the 215, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to do both at first. So I passed two tests and I passed them first try. You only pay for the test. It's very easy. You can take it in a testing center near anywhere. I wanted to say near your home, but if you van life like me and you don't have a home, in any testing centers, usually college or high school. Once you pass the test, you find an FMO. It's kind of like a broker when you are a real estate agent. And I'm going to talk about real estate agents because I'm a licensee as well. And you can start working right away. So what do? I sell this boring. Sorry. I have to be completely honest with you. I don't like this job. Because I unplugged from society. I don't like that. But I'm doing it because I'm helping my friends getting a better insurance, sometimes cheaper, and money is not bad. So when I am in the van, I enroll people to the famous Obamacare, Medicaid if their kids usually or pregnant women qualify. But I do Obamacare, AC, marketplace insurance, and Medicare for 65 and plus and disabled people. But we're not gonna talk about that deeply because it is boring. But it's such a good way to make money. Just don't be shy because you have to talk to everybody. People don't come to you. You can wear a shirt, you can put an ad on your van. It's not going to work. People won't come to you and ask for an insurance. So what I do is every time I meet a self-employed, yesterday was someone who came to give a massage to my ex-husband, and I'm like, well, that's his job. The guy is self-employed. It's common sense. I'm going to tell him that I sell health insurance, and voila, I got his consent, and I will enroll him when the open enrollment starts again. So you have to get out of your comfort zone, but it's really easy. And you can easily do it from the road anywhere. I'm checking the quotes usually on my iPad, and it's that easy. Medicare is all year round. It's when people turn 65, and Obamacare is the open enrollment November 1st. But you can still have clients during the year. And because I'm a doula, every time I have a client who has a baby, she qualifies for a special enrollment period. So ding, 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 I'm making money. And guess what? Third job. Because I was a doula, retired doula, but I'm still doing some tinctures, placenta encapsulation, I still have this group of parents. What do parents do when they have a baby? They get health insurance and they buy a house. Here I am. I'm doing real estate. I am licensed in Florida, but right now my license in Florida is inactive. It doesn't mean that I'm unlicensed. It means that I paused it because I work way more in North Carolina. So I'm doing real estate in North Carolina and I live in Florida. So I have the best of both worlds because I can travel with my van, go to beautiful places, meet people that have money here in South Florida, and take them in North Carolina where they're buying cabin because a lot of people from South Florida want a second home in North Carolina. So when I'm in North Carolina, not only I'm making a bit of money, I said a bit because a lot of people believe that realtors are rich, and that's the only job that I will say be careful with that. Being a doula can be fantastic. Health insurance can be great. Real estate, it's poison. I started that because my ex-husband was my first client and he was a property manager. But if you don't know anybody, you're going to end up with a license, a lot of fees. You're going to have to pay for the MLS, a lot of continuing educations, and you will have zero listing. You will lose money. My daughter was also a realtor. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. She completely gave up. So if you don't have a reason to do it, and not that I'm pessimistic, because when I started being a doula, people were like, oh, you're never going to find a client. And I ended up on a TV show with Serena Williams, who happened to be my client. So now you're going to find my business and everything, because I just told you my secret. So my business as a doula was huge, big, very big. But real estate is different. Doula, people liked my personality, my French background, my more holistic way coming from Europe, the fact that I've had 5 babies myself. And it's a lot about my personality. Real estate agent, sorry, excuse my French, they don't give a shit, okay? There are plenty of realtors out there. I'm almost too authentic and too real to be a good realtor, because I think that real estate for me, it's not a business, it's part of it's family. That's why when people say, but how can you be a doula and a realtor, it's so different, I'm like, no, it's not. And if you think about it, all my jobs are related. Doula, you welcome a baby. Real estate agent, you offer them a home. And insurance, you help them getting an insurance. So to me, it's a whole package. And I take it as a family matter, and I'm always happy to help someone find their dream home and find the best insurance they could. It's not a dream, it's never a dream, the insurance. That's what I say. I don't like this job, and I'm sorry, I'm being honest here. But I'm not this shark realtor. I'm very nurturing. So it's definitely doable to do all that while traveling. Also, I have to have my license, except for doula. Doula, I'm good everywhere because I'm licensed, and it's federal, national, so it's everywhere in the state, everywhere in the world, I want to say. But real estate and insurance, you have to have your license in every state you want to work. So for the insurance, I'm licensed in both states, Florida and North Carolina. Same thing for the real estate. So these are some jobs that you can do. And recently I started something else on the side. Yes, because I don't like to spend months and months having a gap and not making any money. Insurance pays me every month. When I sell a policy, I'm getting paid every month. So I'm on the road. I'm enjoying the beautiful rivers, the beautiful springs. I'm very into the Florida springs. I love kayaking. I love North Florida. I recently bought raw land in North Carolina, and I bought this land because I had a cabin in North Carolina that I flipped. I was flipping properties before, but that's when I was married, and now that I'm recently divorced, I won't have the funds to flip anymore. But someday I will sell my home. I'm trying to sell my home, recoup some money, maybe get a better van, or maybe keep this one and maybe buy a smaller house and maybe flip it. So I got this money, and I bought a raw land, and I go to my raw land often with my van, and I'm near some of the most beautiful springs. And even when I go there, it's funny because my neighbor is always so excited when I'm there, and he might think that I'm on vacation, and he knock at the door of the van. Hey, come on, let's go, let's do something. You want a beer? No, I don't drink. I'm a carnivore. But while I'm there, and it looks like I'm camping on this off-grid land with like nothing, just a picnic table, I'm actually working. And he knows because I actually got him an insurance as well. That's my neighbor. So I'm always working, but I'm always enjoying my life. I do both. I will never have a 9-to-5 job. None of my kids have a 9-to-5 job. None of them. and we were self-employed. We are all self-employed in the family. So this is how I make money. I was telling you that recently I started something else because I have 26 years of experience doing tinctures as a doula. I recently collected, because I had lands also in North Carolina, I recently collected some plants and herbs, and I'm making my own tinctures. A lot of people are doing parasite cleanse, and I started doing my own tinctures because I don't trust what I buy on Amazon, and I wanted to try something more organic and fresh, because if you don't do it the right way and if you don't work on it when you just grab those herbs, you lose all the powerful stuff that are in the herbs. I was trying to tell you a word, but it's called juglone, but you might get lost. Juglone is what we find in the black walnut green herb, but I don't want to be too specific because I'm gonna lose you. So I'm making those tinctures for cleanse, and it's Artemisia, so wormwood, cloves, and black walnut green herb with vodka. So it's funny because when I make my tinctures, I start my week by buying a big bottle of vodka, 100% proof. And when I found the fruit that I need, or the plants, or the herb that I need to have the vodka, because once I take it from the tree or from the ground, I have to start the tincture like right away, or it will lose its property. So I'm doing those tinctures, and I'm thinking about maybe opening an Etsy store, or I don't know yet. Right now I'm just selling it to some of my friends, some people, because I had Lyme disease, my son have Lyme disease, everybody in the family had it, and I've learned so much, and I've cured myself with a carnivore diet, ivermectin, and some herbs. I'm very much into that. I'm not a doctor. I'm just doing it because I want to help people, and as I said, what you buy on Amazon is so yeah, that's something that I want to start, because my son, who has Lyme disease and he's disabled but he's doing better, started to pick up stuff at the curb, or he buys some stuff sometime in thrift stores. We love thrift stores, and he resell the items. And I'm like, what? He's always selling on Amazon, not on Amazon, on eBay, sorry. And I love finding stuff at the curbs. I'm reselling sometimes, and I'm like, why don't I open a small business on Etsy? Or there are many things out there. And maybe if I come to another van life event, then maybe I can come with my magic potion and sell them. Why not? My goal is to make them affordable by not spending a lot of money on stickers and bags and stuff. I'm thinking of just making small vial with just like those bronze stickers where I write by hand, and I have a nice handwriting what it is. So if I save money on all those stuff, and that's what I do for the encapsulation as well, the placenta and the placenta tinctures, I do not buy expensive little stuff, bags and stuff, as many doulas do, because I can pass down my saving to my clients. So yeah, I'm thinking about something like that. But don't believe that every time you see me in the van that I'm just here doing nothing, that I collect, I don't know, money from the government or something like that. No, I work. I want to say I work hard. It's not that I work hard. I'm very efficient. I'm in North Carolina right now, and I have a court. I'm going to court to fight a property. Sorry. See, hold on. I'm like trying to do like a live with edit, with no edit. Sorry. See, well, uh, sorry. That's a client who wanted to confirm that if I could see on my dashboard that he had paid his insurance. So see, I'm like always working. Hold on. You see me like, sorry, you see it was not, okay, doing it. Now, okay. And I have a lot of French clients too, because I'm French. This one, like, I don't know if you can see, but I just enroll him and he said, congratulations. Yes, so that is actually my life, and that's the side of my life that you guys have never seen. And I really enjoy this kind of lifestyle because I homeschool my son, Dove, and he comes with me most of the time. Like, we're going to court on Monday before I got interrupted, and he's gonna come with me. We're fighting for a property dispute. It's a long story in a foreclosure, and he's learning that. He's 7 and he knows what most people don't. We are doing a writ of possession. It's an eviction of someone who lost her property after foreclosure. It feels like I'm the bad guy here, but my client bought this house and the former owner stayed in the property. So I'm teaching that to my son, and he will be there when we go to court Monday. And I think it's very important for me to teach him real life, because how often do we say, I can't remember anything that I've learned from school, and I don't even know why I learned that, because I don't use any of that in the real life. Then I want my son to learn the real stuff. I want my son to learn how to change a tire, do a tax return. No, I want him to know when we have to file the tax return. Many of us don't even know where the deadline is. It's April 15. Many people don't know what a 1095 is, that the subsidies that you get from the government when they pay for the marketplace. And I want my son to know all that. So this is the kind of lifestyle that I have. And I'm gonna make this video very short because my best friend, Marie-Charlotte, is having a live in 2 minutes. And when I work, I take care of my friends too. That's why I love being a self-employed, because I'm just gonna say bye to you so I don't leave. I said, I don't miss the live of my best friend, and I'm gonna post her channel in my description, because if you guys like French baking, you have to check her channel. Thank you so much. And now you know all my little secrets. Let's not miss her life, okay? And remember, always barefoot.
Don't show for anybody else. This year theme was Super Mario or Mario Kart. I was inspired by Pinterest, and towards the end of my making, I